What's up guys, HoxenStorm here, and actually I just woke up, give me a second. Hi. Alright, so today, as you guys can tell by the title of this video, I am going and starting my back to school series. Now the funny thing about that is I'm actually technically not out of school yet. My teachers went on a big long strike, and so I didn't want to fall behind on the whole back to school video stuff. So that is what I learned my freshman year of high school. Alright, so I wrote them all down on a list on my phone, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the one thing I want you guys to know is there are a lot of new people, especially if your high school is like mine, and there's like 3 different feeder schools that go into it. So that's 3 different middle schools that are coming into that. So I met a lot of new people, and I made like a lot of new friends. Like, I'm not even trying to be cheesy or anything. Next up, where the amount of students was so large, there was a vast variety of different kinds of kids. When I came into middle school and there were 3 other schools there, a lot of people liked everything. People always say like there's a group for everyone in high school, and now experiencing my first year of that, I really do believe that. But spare time is hard to find. I play soccer, I do YouTube, which I've currently been sucking at. I just finished my finals. Once summer gets around, I'll be back to 2, maybe 3 videos a week, we'll see. I do soccer, I do YouTube, I have school. In the process of trying to get another job. Hello. Best investment of my life. I hate to hear it. I know a lot of athletes hate to hear it, but schoolwork comes before your sport. When spare time is that hard to find, you have to know what your priorities are. So next up, people forget about what happened in middle school. So what I'm trying to say is, if you guys have like beef with someone and you're worried that like Veronica's gonna like smack you about it, unless the person is really petty, they've forgotten what you've done. Shout out to soccer guys, y'all see that? Oh, I'm sorry, these lights in here are orange. But next up, my school had this thing called Freshman Academy. There was a whole hallway dedicated just to freshmen. I think like every school in my state does it maybe. And there were 2 different teams. There were 4 core teachers for each team. Basically every freshman at my school had the exact same work, unless they were in like developmental classes or whatever you would call it. So it was like a way where the math teachers could get together and they could be like, alright guys, we need to work on this. There was a lot of extra credit opportunities. We had reward day every 6 weeks. Something about extra credit, if you guys have an opportunity to do extra credit, take it. Snatch it and take it. Next up was the amount of bad decisions I saw. The amount of people I saw given to peer pressure this year was insane. It boggles my mind how people can do that to themselves. The light's killing me. Next up, there is a lot more class options available. The CTE Center, which is called our VOTEC, that's like career and technical education, like carpentry, welding, engineering, all that stuff. And if your fine arts credit is like guitar, theater, music appreciation, choir. Next up, I learned self-love. Now this means like, I am proud of myself. I'm so proud of the person I am and the person I've become and the person I'm becoming. I could be doing so many other things with my life, but I'm doing positive things and hopefully making positive impacts on other people. I'm my own person. I don't try and change for anyone else. I don't try and do anything for anyone else unless, of course, like, you know, I'm being nice, because I'm a rad person. Like, I'm funny, I'm humble, obviously. Next up, the other thing I learned is that high school is not like in the movies. You're not gonna have seniors beating down your lockers. Lunch, you're not gonna have to sit by yourself. Nothing like the movies, especially if you guys have Freshman Academy, because then you really won't be exposed to like any upperclassmen whatsoever. I had this mentality like, hey, you're gonna rock this. I tried to roll back, but it didn't really work. Next up is, I forgot. Next up is to ignore what people think. I'm still working on this one myself, just because I feel like I'm such a sensitive person. I've really gotten a lot better because you have no idea how many YouTube jokes I get cracked a day. There's so many, there's way too many. It's honestly to the point where it's not funny, but like I'm to the point where I'll crack some jokes. I make fun of myself all the time. I'll make fun of myself right now. Hey. Stupid. I feel like that's a really important thing everyone should learn, is how to like not care what other people think. And obviously I'm doing a pretty good job about that, because I sit here and make myself look like a fool on the internet to make some other people smile, so. My camera died, so ignore the shirt change. But the next thing I learned is that I have an even shorter temper than I thought. I've always known I've had a really short temper, but I just lost my voice. But this year, especially in sports and stuff like that, I really realized that it's a lot shorter than I thought. Down the barrel of a 45. Reason to barrel of a 45. Yo. I learned I can sing. Next up, I learned how to drive. Skirt. I'm actually a really good driver, guys. I'm not even lying. Yep, there you go. Next up, I learned popularity is a scam. My mind is so powerful. What I'm trying to say, guys, is I think high school is when a lot of people realize like popularity really doesn't matter. And then you have the people that are so self-centered that still think it actually does matter. So next up, I learned what to keep my mouth shut about. I've always been pretty good at this one, but high school I realized that a lot more people are a lot more sensitive because you're having people from all different types of families and all different type of backgrounds. So you can't really make edgy comments or stuff like that because people will get offended. It's just to keep yourself out of trouble, you know, you have to learn when to keep it shut because I'm not trying to get in a fight. Next up, getting out of your comfort zone. I think getting out of your comfort zone is so important because that was my trying to like slide transition. Because my next thing is high school goes by so quickly. My freshman year, it literally seems like it should be Christmas break right now. It goes by so quickly, so you guys have to have that YOLO mentality. The way I look at it, when I graduate, I don't want to regret things I didn't do. So I've got that YOLO mentality that, hey, I'm gonna go after, I'm gonna give it a shot. Like I gave YouTube a shot because I have that YOLO mentality. And my final thing, probably the most important thing I can tell you guys, is don't let people walk over you, no matter what their age is. I don't care if they're younger than you or if they're older than you. You have to stand up for yourself. And I've always been really good at standing up for myself. Always been really good at being humble as well. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment if you're new to my channel, subscribe. It would really make my day. Question another video because I always forget to do this. When do you guys go back to school? And if you don't know, what are you most excited for? Best of luck to you guys in your high school journey, and I'll see you all next time for weekly videos. Peace!